Oh, hey everybody, it's Jim with Triple J Bricks. Welcome back to another video. Yes, I'm in the car again, but no, I am not buying more bulk Lego today. So that's good, I guess. However, there was a little bit of an unfortunate incident that happened when we got home from visiting family. So we got home last night, and you know, it's always a scramble when you get home and you're trying to reorient yourself, and there was a bunch of eBay orders I had to get out, and I knew I had to get downstairs to get some Bricklink stuff done, but I was gonna wait until our baby went to sleep, and you know, I was doing some other stuff around the house, so I didn't get downstairs until about 10 to my studio. And when I get downstairs, I noticed that one of the little doors, one of the sliding doors that I have to the back area was tipped in. And I look, and one of my bulk boxes of Lego is jammed against it. And so I open up the door, and the sort of tower of bulk Lego boxes had fallen. I don't know how. It's been stacked like that for a long time. Fell somehow. And I don't know when it had fallen, but of course we were gone when this happened. And it knocked the pipe connected to my sump pump off of its housing. And so water had intermittently been spraying onto my bulk Lego boxes, my containers of like the Lego hauls that I had, my containers of sealed sets that I have. Thankfully they were all in containers, and I think they're all fine. I don't think water got in there, but there was a ton of sitting water. And, you know, and sitting water like groundwater. Like we're talking, you know, just, you know, there's bits of dirt and all that kind of stuff. So it just, not good. And it was late at night, and I was really tired from, we had a long drive yesterday, and our little girl didn't sleep in the car, and it was just a lot. And so it was too late for me to really go and do anything, like go pick up stuff from the store. And so today I'm in the car because you know what? And I'm making this video because you know what? When life makes you pancakes, you scramble a couple eggs or whatever. So that's what I'm doing, because I had to cancel my live stream today, which really sucks, because I have to take care of this, because my office is in disaster, and because it's a small office and there's a small storage area, there was just no place to move stuff. So all of my bulk boxes that are wet are sitting out in the hallway, and I tried to dry off what I could, and I have a fan on it right now, but I'm gonna go pick up a dehumidifier. I have to go pick up a dehumidifier because there's a lot of sitting water, which I will try to dry up more today, but there's some sitting water. It got, you know, around our furnace, and, you know, on the drywall, a little bit onto the carpet, well, a lot actually onto the carpet, and so I just need to dry stuff out today. So I'm picking up a dehumidifier, and I'm also picking up some big black bins to move the bulk Lego from the now destroyed cardboard boxes that they were in into a large bin. And that bin will either go back and sit in the storage area, or it's going to go into the garage. I haven't decided that yet. So I'm going to go get some big bins to throw all my Lego in. And, you know, so that's what I'm doing today, and that's what I'm making a video on. So we'll take a look at that when we get back to the studio. Maybe I'll show some clips or whatever of kind of what was going on. I took a couple photos last night, but I wasn't super in the mood to make clips because I was quite frustrated. But, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And, you know, the irony and the poetic nature of this is not lost on me, that It does feel like the universe is telling me that you have too much Lego. And the irony of, the Lego falling because it was too much, fell over, knocked into water, and then the water started to try to destroy the Lego. There's something poetic about that, and that is not lost on me. But I'm trying to stay in good spirits, and but I was like, should I make a video out of this? You know what? This is part of the journey, because this is literally happening to me and I need to get it solved. So I was like, may as well document this, because maybe in 5 or 10 years or something, or whenever I have a larger studio space that I can spread out in that doesn't have water pipes in it, I can look back on this video and I can say, wow, remember those times? Good times. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick that up, and then we'll go take a look at the studio, and then we have Bricklink orders to put together, because I gotta get those out today. We actually made another sale last night, which is great, but I do need to get those out. So we're gonna have to kind of work around the mess. Thankfully, that is one thing I should clarify. Thankfully, the Bricklink store inventory was not touched. That stuff was totally fine. It was on the other side of where that is, because if you open that door and you go straight in, that's where that is. It was on the far end of the other side, and so thankfully none of that stuff was touched or got water on. So all that's fine. I just it's mostly the bulk boxes and then like my sort of sealed collection. But thankfully those were all in bins. So anyway, that's what today is. All right, here are the boxes. I have a humidifier. I have a dehumidifier, rather, in my hand. You can see, well, they dried out a little bit, which is good. But yeah, these got all smashed up. That looks less wet, so that's good. Okay, let me turn the light on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me squeeze through here. Let's hope that this looks a little less wet today. And okay, well, it actually does. It does look drier, so that's good. Okay, dehumidifier is running. We'll see how much water we pull out of there. Honestly, it dried up pretty good with just the fan on it last night, so I feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna get in there and sweep a little bit later, but we have Bricklink orders to pull as I slide past these bins that they need a good wipe down, and also a double checking to make sure that nothing is wet inside of there. But anyway, first Bricklink order. This is from Julia. Julia made this purchase, so thank you, Julia. If you are a viewer, I wanted to make sure I thank you, but I didn't get a message, so yeah, just a good amount of bricks that I'm happy to get out of the store. So that's awesome. Thank you, Julia. It's also really nice to film doing the Bricklink orders, because it helps me double and triple check the quantities of things. So there we go. This is coming your way, Julia. Thank you. This next one is a doozy. Tons of parts. Pretty low value on this order, but that is not by any means a complaint, because it feels really great to get all these parts out and going to someone who needs them. I would like to think that this person is building Hoth, maybe? I don't know. Tons of white parts. 1x4 plate, 1x8 plate, 52 1x2s, I think 23 1x3s, a couple wedge plates, a couple lift arms. This is going out to Zach. So this all in is $8.42. So certainly, nothing crazy, but so happy to get all these parts out. And yeah, so Zach, this is going to you. Thank you so much for your order. Appreciate it. From that large order to a small order. This buyer's all in 605, and this is from John. So thank you, John, for this order. The two of these tubes. Yeah, these are $3 a piece. Pretty nuts, considering that last order was, you know, $8 and this is $6. Pretty crazy, but thank you, John. Hope that you put these to good use. This next one's going out to Dave. Dave ordered 2 of the Fantasy Era Troll minifigs. And Dave is all in $13.90 for these 2. So, thank you, Dave. Hope you enjoy your trolls. And this last order is going all the way to Hawaii. This one is from Adon. I hope I'm saying that right. This is all in 1009. And again, more white parts. It is that time of year. It would actually be really interesting to see during the winter months how many white parts are ordered on Bricklink versus like any other time of the year, because I mean, it's also possible that he's got some of these old hinge pieces. I just find it so interesting. I just really nerd out on like what people are making with these parts when I'm pulling them, and it's actually a lot of fun. It like really, pulling these orders is very fun. It really does something to a part of my brain that makes me happy. So very cool. Well, Adon, I hope you enjoy your parts, and these are gonna go all the way to Hawaii. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Okay, so I got these big, I got one big black bin. This is a 27 quart, or 27, yeah, I don't know, whatever. And these are 12 quart. I got 4 of these and 1 of these because I felt like the big one was kind of going to be unwieldy. I mean, it's kind of big, but this is, I'm starting the process of dumping the boxes. So this was a Goodwill Finds box. As you can see, it's like, it was wet and damaged, and it's dried out. Like, I probably could have left it in here, but it just felt like it was gonna just create mold. Like, yeah, I don't know. I want it out of my house now because it's soaked. So it dried up, and obviously like the Lego's okay. But this is 3 small bulk boxes that I hadn't even opened. This box, so this big box here was purchased July 21st of 2023, I ordered this. And it was sitting at the very bottom. And I bought 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 20, it's about 25 pounds of Lego. And I paid, what did I pay for this? This was from the Goodwill of Colorado Springs. It's just a packing slip. It doesn't tell me what I paid for it, but I have no idea. I'd have to go back and look. But this was one of the big boxes of Goodwill Finds, so I have a ton of these to go through. There's some cool stuff in here, though. I should have been pulling it out as I dumped them, but I just kind of dumped the first 3. That's not Lego. But yeah, there's some good stuff. There was an Avengers van in here. I definitely saw some figs, which is kind of exciting. Some definitely unique pieces, some train track. Let's put that up on the Bricklink store. Some big plates. This boat hull. So yeah, some good stuff in here. So I'm gonna see how full I can make this before it becomes unwieldy. And these bins are essentially, so what's nice about this is I can put the cover on this, and then these two, there's 2 can stack side by side on the lid. So this is the lid right here. Snaps real nice. And I got black just in case I wanted to put them in the garage. I didn't want them to be exposed to light. But I think these are just gonna go back downstairs. I don't know, I'll have to see. But yeah, these 2 stack on here, so I think it'll be much better, and I can get rid of all this cardboard that was precariously stacked. This needed to happen anyway. It's just an expedited form of that. So I will continue to dump, and I'll alert you if I find anything exciting. I just opened this next one, and I had not opened this one yet. This was like a little bit of a smaller box. But this plate, I think this is a pretty valuable piece. It's this really long plate with the holes in it. I don't know how much this goes for on Bricklink, but I think that's a pretty valuable piece. That was right on the top. And then there were actually 2 figs. I mean, these don't go for a lot of money, but rarely do you find like actual full figs in these Goodwill boxes. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. It's kind of fun to be going through all this since I bought this. A lot of this was bought, you know, I mean, a year and a half ago. Yeah, closer to 2 years actually. So yeah, it's been kind of fun to go through this. I think I might just kind of pull these guys out and post those. Well, never have I ever pulled out this many figs out of a Goodwill Finds box. And the weird thing about this box is that there actually was quite a bit of non-Lego in it, including this plate, this plate, this plate. Like, there's a ton of non-Lego in this bin, but there were all these minifigures, including one of these guys. These guys are like $7, $8, I think, on Bricklink, including his helmet. This is, what's his face, I think, from Guardians? Yeah. Is that Gamora? It looks like from an advent calendar. But yeah, you know, some stuff in here, but like a droid, parts of droids and stuff, and that's just me picking out what I could see. So that's pretty cool. That was an unexpected surprise. Okay, so, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I've been running boxes up and down and dumping Lego. So this bin is like 2/3, maybe a little over half full, but it's getting kind of heavy, and I have still 2 empty ones. I have filled 2 more. So it's basically like 2 boxes each are fitting in here, and I have 4 left. So that'll actually work out probably really, really excellent. So man, it's a lot of Lego, but there's some really good stuff in these. It's really actually fun opening some of this stuff up, but there's really great plate and base plates and just large pieces. I've been finding more figs. I've been finding sealed bags. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked, and it's gonna be nice to get all this cardboard out of here. It'll make all this a lot better. So this is it. This is all of the bulk Lego, including the, I don't remember what I called it, but I call it the Folly haul. And it was the haul I picked up, oh man, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos ago, where I bought a bunch of like minifigs and parts from this guy, and a lot of stuff was like kind of cracked and broken, and all the stuff was like super, super dirty. I ended up just dumping that into the remaining to fill in the rest of these bins. Rather than having that separate. It was just didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But then over here is the Oakdale haul, which we still have to go through, and then the Rochester haul I brought up. This was in the basement, in the studio, like back there. But I brought this up because this is the next one that needs to get processed. And, well, I sorted it roughly, but it needs to get cleaned. Yeah, it's all Lego is all in here. This giant thing is all plate. It's kind of nuts. That's all plate, big random pieces, bricks, unique pieces, figs and accessories, and then like Technic, I think. But yeah, this needs to go next. I want to either just figure out what we have in here in terms of sets, or part it out into the inventory, you know, post stuff to Bricklink. I'm not real sure yet, but there's a ton in here that needs to get processed. And then the Oakdale haul will happen at some point. But so it's basically this stuff here, which I'm going to actively work on. So maybe I'll move some of this back down. I might move the Oakdale haul downstairs. I don't know. But then all of this, I think, is just going to go into the garage. And will get processed at a later date. There's a lot of great stuff in here, and I really want to go through it, but, you know, it's just so much time. And now that these are sort of in these black bins that are nicely stacked, I think these make more sense to go in, and we'll work on the other stuff, and then this will get processed after that's done. All right. The boxes are back, the bins are back. Still got the dehumidifier running. Feels all right. And The carpet in here is now dry, which is really, really good. And everything is back to where it needs to go. The Bricklink orders are out. And right now I started to part out the medieval blacksmith. I guess I haven't really shown this. So the medieval blacksmith is gone. I started to part that out a while ago. And now I'm just sort of, I took it all apart and putting the pieces, but this is all going to go into inventory and will get used in future mocks. But a lot of randomness in this video and unexpected things. So it's been a few days and I have moved all of the bins of bulk Lego into my garage. I don't love that they're in there, only from the perspective of like the cold and the heat. I don't know if it's going to do anything. I think it's probably okay, but anyway, that stuff is moved. It's out of the back here, and there's no more cardboard boxes, no more stuff to fall over and knock onto my sump pump, which is good. So yeah, that was a bit of a distraction, but I'm feeling good. I'm getting the place back in order, and now it's time to work on the Rochester haul. I'm gonna finish parting this out and putting these away, and then once that's done, I really want to get started on the Rochester haul and start to get that cleaned, processed, and start uploading and getting some of the sets together. So this was like sort of a strange update video. I don't really even know what to call this, but it will be called something. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Wasn't what I was expecting to make a video out of, but here we are. So, everybody, I'll see you in the next one. But remember, until then, keep on building. Jim